The fertile plains of the Irrawaddy Delta, often described as the rice basket of Myanmar. But for many years, parts of the land here stood idle after it was confiscated by the government in the 1990s.
Land seizures were common during the military regime's rule, but speaking up against them was almost unheard of. Today, people are encouraged by a wave of political reforms and more willing to demand their rights.
Some do that by simply working on land they consider theirs, an act of defiance that has landed some in prison on charges of trespass. Thein Sein is a farmer who helps fellow villagers reclaim what they say is theirs.
It's possible to get back the land which was lawlessly confiscated from the farmers as long as we are united.
Farmers have also become bolder, taking their grievances to the streets, but there have been consequences. A group advocating for the rights of political prisoners estimates there are around 230 farmers facing trial for illegal assembly or trespass as of end of October. Even activists who help educate farmers about land rights have been jailed or threatened with arrest.
The wealthy cronies and the companies that confiscated the land remain part of the government, so despite some reform initiatives, their interests remain deeply entrenched in this conflict.
The government has said it wants to resolve land grab issues and has formed a parliamentary committee to look into the matter. But one lawyer who handles such cases says the committee's scope is limited and its independence is curtailed by having to refer cases back to the administration.
There are already protests by the farmers. If this problem is not resolved quickly, it can morph into a crisis and may lead to riots.
This is a largely rural community, with 70% of the population relying on farming. Land disputes, if not resolved, could undermine the country's path to political and economic reform. Florence, Looi, Al Jazeera, Irrawaddy Delta, Myanmar.